The word psychology decision and behind everything and ideas. First, electric vehicle are still expensive for many people, especially in full of developing countries. Not everyone and governments may not have enough money to support people building charging stations. Second, LV batteries are not always good for the environment. Making battery used when material like lithium and copper, which are very hard to find and often come from countries with working conditions.
If electric cars are cheaper to run and why should people keep using expensive and polluting fuel cars?
She said like electric cars are cheap and their maintenance is also cheap. So why people should still use the other gasoline cars? Electric cars are cheap. She said electric cars are cheap and their maintenance, they don't need any mechanic, right? Just a battery. So why should people still use other cars? I think the maintenance of the electric cars is cheap, but if you want to buy an electric car, it's not cheap. It's expensive than the normal cars, right? Simple. Okay.
The first of growing climate change and the urgent need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The world was fully transitioned to electric vehicles within the next 20 years. Electric vehicles present a cleaner,
Sustainable.
alternative to internal combustion engine vehicles, and transitioning to them is both technologically feasible and environmentally necessary. Firstly, electric vehicles have combined climate change. According to the International Energy Agency, transportation accounts for nearly 1/4 of global real estate and emissions, and passenger vehicles are a major contributor. Electric vehicles, when powered by renewable energy sources,
Renewable energy. Renewable.
energy sources produce zero tailpipe emissions, significantly lowering a country's overall carbon
Footprint.
Secondly, advancements in battery technology and renewable energy are making electric vehicles more affordable and practical. Bloomberg and EF predicts that by 2030, the cost of electric vehicles will be equal to or lower than gasoline cars, making them accessible to the overweight consumer. In countries like Norway, where over where over 80% of new cars are electric. The success of infrastructure and policy shows that full transition is not only possible but already underway in parts of the world.
Okay, good job. Sit down. Question.
In many countries, electricity still comes from coal or gas. So how can ETS resolve emission if they use electricity?
This one, right? In many countries, electricity is dirty electricity. Okay, we mean to say in many countries, electricity still comes from the coal or the gas. They are making electricity by burning coal and the gas. So how can EVs reduce emissions if they are using not good electricity?
Now, battery recycling technology is developing, so I think in the future, it can affect the environment.
How dirty electricity we should use? Not dirty, not good quality. Huh? Bad quality electricity. Okay, next.
Malian electric car is electricity to run, but in many places, electric still come from coal or gas, not clean energy. So if we enable electric car using
Electricity.
Many countries use in our technique or power to support electric car. If we try to change many people in all countries will not be full for their car. It's not right for
And you stand up, go there for the last match. You stand up, go there for the last match. Go there for the last match. You stand up, go there on the second match. The second last. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Turn around. Turn around. This way. This way. Yeah. Sit down, be quiet. Okay. Questions? Ask him easy question, okay? Because yeah.
If that's why car product a lot of carbon dioxide, so how do you have to reduce the global warming?
Carbon dioxide. You mean the gasoline car, the normal cars from the smoke, they excrete a gas, carbon dioxide. It's not good for our health. So it's not good for our health. So what should we do? The normal cars, the smoke, they excrete the smoke. The smoke has carbon dioxide, right? It's very bad for our health. So do you still think we should use the gasoline cars? You can say you are right. Gasoline cars are very bad for the environment. But in this modern world, so many people they don't have enough money to buy electric cars. Because for example, if you buy Tesla or BYD, the most like advanced companies who make electric cars, they are very expensive for a normal human being. Okay. Okay.
Nowadays, the environment is getting worse because of air pollution, climate change, and the overuse of fossil fuels. Transportation is one of the main reasons for these problems. Cars that run on gasoline and diesel release harmful gases into the air and warm the planet. So it is time to find a better solution. We believe believe that the best solution is to fully switch to electric vehicles within the next 20 years. Firstly, electric vehicles have fight climate change. Electric vehicles produce no emissions while driving. We have reduced the amount of carbon dioxide carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is one of the main causes of climate change. If we continue to use gasoline and diesel vehicles, global temperature will rise even more, causing more natural disasters like
Disasters.
flood, drought.
Flood.
No, I said drought.
Yeah, before drought. What did you say before drought?
Floods.
Floods.
And forest fire. Electric vehicles are a cleaner and safer choice for the planet. For example, according to the International Energy Agency, switching to electric vehicles could reduce transport related carbon dioxide emissions by more than 50% by 2040.
Okay, good. Guys, question?
Even if the battery lies in the middle of a long trip and there's no charging station nearby, then what to do?
Good question. Because nowadays in the some countries they have charging station everywhere, but most of the countries they do not.
But today, some electric car we have the pins on the top of the car.
So
We don't need to go to the stations.
so how will we charge?
Uh,
We can charge by
we can charge.
solar energy. The solar from the sun. Okay, good job.
Today I go to disagree with the
Describe.
disagree.
Disagree. Disagree.
With the idea that the world should fully scale to electric vehicles in next 20 years. I believe this plan is too fast and this could cause many problems. First, electric vehicles are very expensive.
Guys, when you talk, I cannot.
Even now, no electric cars cost more than normal cars. In rich countries, people may be able to buy them. First import in developing countries. Many people cannot afford electric car. For some families, even buying a motorbike is already difficult. So if we try to make the whole world use electric cars, it may create unfairness and pressure. Second, there are not enough charging stations in big cities. You might see some EV chargers, but in smaller towns or in the countryside, they are still missing. In conclusion, I believe should not fully change to the electric vehicle in only 20 years. It's too expensive, not clean, and not always clean.
Okay, good job.
Nowadays, electric vehicles create clean and modern jobs. So why do you want to protect our industries instead of looking for one?
Understand? You mean to say that the electric cars, this is a new industry, and the gasoline cars old one, right? So in this modern world, when the world is getting more and more modern, why don't you support the modern technology and the new industries? Why are you keep holding the old one?
Vì đó kiểu vì đó xây dựng đi với cả người bài này đi đào cũng kiểu chỉ biết được nó từ đi là mình đi không nghiệp
You say because I think we should switch to the electric cars, but 20 years are too soon. people are not too rich and not ready in 20 years to completely switch on the electric cars. Okay, we can make a moderation, like we use electric cars and gasoline cars in moderation, but we should not completely switch to the electric cars in the next few years, the next 20 years.
Since oil is limited, how can you continue to use gasoline cars in the future?
You mean to say the oil, the petrol we put in the car? You know, gasoline, petrol, it's limited. It will be finished in next some years, few years. So why should not we move to the electric cars? The fuel, the petrol is going to be finished in some years. So why shouldn't we switch?
Dâu đồ xe nghiệp trong 3 năm tới á.
Kiểu này cái
Kiểu một dấu hiển thì đóng một
Nếu mà chỉ cần dâu đi, nếu mà có 6 bạn hiện tại sẽ làm bạn á.
What do you think?
Ê, đừng về đi.
they can use a lot of
You can say in a lot of Arab countries like Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Iran, the Middle East countries, they still have a lot of oil reserves, right? So, if we will completely switch to the electric cars, the price of the oil will be get cheaper, and it can affect many countries' economy. Okay? Okay, you okay. Okay.
Every day we see traffic jams, low out energies, and breathe the polluted air. These problems are mostly caused by traditional cars and burn gasoline. If we want to cleaner, quieter, and healthier in the future, we need to change the way we make. So that's why my team believes that switching completely to electric vehicle in next 20 years is the right. Because electric cars are better for people and for the planet. First, electric vehicle reduce air pollution and reduce air pollution and protect public health. Traditional fuel power vehicles release harmful gas and particles into the air.
Particles.
Into the air. These pollutants can cause serious health problems, especially in crowded cities. People might suffer from asthma, disease, or further problems. Electric vehicles do not use these dangerous gas. So they help clean the air, protect our health. For example, according to the WHO, air pollution causes 7 million kilometers every year. Cities with more electric vehicles might also have reported improved air quality.
Okay, so another question.
If electric vehicle why haven't everybody with politics?
Because I think most of the countries they don't have enough money to buy the electric vehicle, so they need to use the old vehicle.
In recent years, we have seen more and more electric vehicles on the road. Many countries are building charging stations, and a lot of big companies are investing in electric technology. Personally, I strongly support the idea that the world should fully transition to electric vehicles in the next 20 years. Guess why? Firstly, oil is limited and unreliable. Gasoline is made from oil, which a non-renewable resource. So one day it will run out. Also, oil prices are really expensive and unstable. It can go up or down really often, and it is affected by politics or war. But on the other hand, electric is a renewable source. It can be powered by clean energies like solar energy or wind energy. For example, during the 2022 energy crisis, countries that have invested on electric vehicles were less affected by oil inflation. Secondly, better technology is improving fast. In the past, people declined the idea of electric vehicles because they thought that it couldn't go very far and took too long to charge. Today, electric technology is better since many people have invested in it. Many charging stations are appearing that can charge battery in under an hour, and in the future it will continue to get better and cheaper. Electric cars can also drive very long distance. Ultimately, I think I prefer electric cars over cars that use oil.
Okay. So what do you think? Don't you think so? The electric cars, they have very limited battery timing, and they cannot travel as much as the gasoline car can.
Well, I don't think so because nowadays with the technology improving and big companies like Tesla or VinFast, their electric car can go long distances like 4 hours or 6 hours. So I just think that electric cars is not as good as gasoline cars.
So next question is, don't you think so the batteries they are using in the cars, the EV batteries, they are too expensive? First they have to buy the car and give the payment, but after 1 year they need to change the batteries, and the battery costs almost as they are buying new car, like just a little less. So is not a big disadvantage of buying an electric car.
Well, it is not it's that expensive, but gasoline cars is more expensive because they need to buy the car and refill gasoline every time they run out. But charging stations are free and you can charge as much as you want.
Yeah.
And the battery only have to replace it once a year.
Yeah, you can also say because the money we are investing on the battery every year, but still we are compensating it with because we are not buying it any gasoline all the year, no petrol, no gasoline, and on the other hand we are also able to take a part in protecting the environment. Okay, everybody close your notebooks.